WCAX Channel 3. The Channel 3 News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Darren Perrin.
And I'm Celine MacArthur. Visitation is set to start for more than 3,000 residents of long-term care facilities in Vermont who have been quarantined since March.
Now, here are the rules. Residents can have 2 visitors once per day. Visits will be outside. There will be health screenings to make sure no one is sick. Everyone has to wear masks and keep their distance. The Scott administration says closing facilities to family was one of the hardest decisions they made.
And they say if those facilities can establish new protocols in time, they can allow visits on Father's Day, which is this Sunday. Kat Villanzoni has been talking with seniors and families today. She joins us live from Montpelier. Kat, what are you hearing?
All right, Darren and Celine, no question that people who live in places like the Gary residence here in Montpelier are very eager to have visitors again in person. Now, they've been under restrictions since COVID-19 hit because they're a residential care home. However, senior independent living facilities have not been under those same restrictions and have been able to develop their own visitor policies. So I went to one today in Williamstown to find out what they're doing and how it's working.
It was very difficult. My family lives close by. I have grandchildren that I haven't seen, so it's been difficult.
95-year-old Beverly Wilmot has been living at the Gardens in Williamstown for 2 years. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit in March, the independent senior living facility closed its doors to visitors. In May, they started those visits back up again. While she can see her family outdoors now, there's still one thing she can't do that she wants to.
Give them a hug.
It's getting old.
The Gardens director, Mary Norman, says their 58 residents needed those family connections to stay healthy, especially while they could only leave for medical appointments.
Well, we were noticing a lot of behavioral and still are issues, more confusion with our residents.
And family was starting to drop by unannounced. So they've been doing scheduled visits now. No more than 4 people, 45 minutes only, in a designated visitation patio outside. No contact, frequent sanitation. Visitors fill out a COVID-19 questionnaire and have their temperature taken. Norman says what's been most helpful is having staff there to make sure that people don't forget the rules, because the virus threat is still real.
This has gone on a long time. Who knows how much longer it's going to go on?
Not every family is happy about the restrictions on entering and leaving the Gardens.
Well, I'd like to be able to see them at least be able to come and go a little bit.
Robin Copping's parents are in their 80s, but still active. She told me they're frustrated that they can't go out and run small errands.
It's a risk you kind of have to take at some point. You know, what if you still have cases come September? What if you still have cases come November, December? You're never going to let these folks have to do anything.
Today's guidance also included guidance for senior centers, the social places where seniors will meet up. That's not the adult day centers. Those are different. Senior centers can start reopening as long as they have protocols in place to keep people safe. And of course, the health department today did reiterate to seniors that they should talk with their doctor about what is safe for them to be doing given their own medical histories during this COVID-19 time. Live in Montpelier, Kat Villanzoni, Channel 3 News.
New Hampshire also has new guidelines for long-term care facilities. The visits need to take place outside with no more than 2 family members. Guests must also be at least 12 years old. Residents and visitors must remain at least 6 feet apart and wear face coverings. The visits will be monitored by staff. Employees say it's a big step forward during a difficult time for seniors.
It'll be a big boost for these residents. It'll give them something to look forward to. They get to have their time with their loved ones and enjoy those visits. So I think it'll be really good for them.
Each facility is required to submit their own individualized visitation plans to the state. The visits could begin as early as